Guys, do you agree that DNA test should be compulsorily done when a child is born? If your answer is yes, please indicate in the comment section with your reasons. And if your answer is no, also indicate in the comment section with your reasons as well. Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. Ewoma here, a content creator based in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and I film content about womanhood, motherhood, and everything exciting how on a day. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the latest, most trending paternity fraud case that is going on right now, okay? You don't want to miss it, so please keep watching.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why.
Before I get into the video, guys, I need to put out a quick disclaimer, okay? Everything I'll be saying in this video is not proven yet, okay? It is not facts yet. They are just things, I heard and read on the internet, okay? So if you want to know what really happened, you can go ahead, do your own research. And when you find out, please come back and let us know. So now that has been said, let us jump right into the video. So some time ago, Daddy Freeze put out a post on his Instagram page. I think he even went live, and the caption of that post said that, DNA test confirmed that, the son of a popular Nigerian actor was not his. The child in question was said to have been given birth to by his second wife, and everybody went crazy. The comment section was something else. He even went on to say that, DNA tests should be made compulsory for every child when they are born. Hence the question I asked you guys at the beginning of this video. In the comment section, a lot of people went on to speculate that the Nigerian actor he was referring to was in fact YUL EDOCHIE. And guys, we all know that YUL EDOCHIE has been trending online for the very wrong reasons. When news about him broke out on the internet that, he had a second wife and that he had a child together, a lot of people thought it was just, publicity stunts. Since he was going into politics, maybe that was part of his plan to become popular or more popular than he already was, okay? And they thought maybe he was just doing that so that he can trend and people can always remember him. But guys, the outrage was something else. A lot of people went on to bash him. And even his first wife, Edochie, came out to say she was not involved and that she was not in any way interested in being involved in polygamy. She made it very clear that she was not in support of her husband's decision to have a second wife. And guys, of course, we all know how that case went on the internet. A lot of dragging here and there, name calling, okay? And people basically cancelled him. While his wife May, on the other hand, gained a lot of followers. She gained more love and she gained more support. Guys, my honest opinion about this thing was that, okay, it is one thing to go ahead and cheat on your wife and have a child outside your marriage, but it is another thing to go ahead and marry this one and impose her on your wife and your family. So for that alone, I can easily understand why a lot of people were bashing him. Guys, aside from Daddy Freeze's post, Madam Kemi Olunyolo, did I pronounce her name correctly? So Madam Kemi, a very controversial blogger, came out to say that she heard that it is true that YUL EDOCHIE is in fact not the father of his son, that he came out to announce to everybody that his second wife had given birth, for him. And that kind of confirmed what Daddy Freeze said. In Daddy Freeze's post, he didn't mention any name, okay? He just came out, said something, and people, ran with it. They made their own assumptions. But Madam Kemi mentioned YUL's name. She said she heard it. Guys, there have also been rumors that this is true. And people are claiming someone very close to Judy, which is YUL EDOCHIE's second wife, actually, exposed this truth. So my question is, what do you guys think about the situation? Okay, what do you guys think about this? In as much as a lot of people are hoping and praying that, this rumor is true, I think it is very unfair. Paternity fraud is one of the most popular, cases of fraud that goes on everywhere in the world. I don't know if you guys watch this very popular show named Paternity Fraud, where you see a lot of very horrible cases where sometimes women pin children on other men, whereas those men are not those children's fathers, or children bringing their parents to court to find out who their real father is. So you can see that it's a very sad thing. So yes, I agree. Paternity test or DNA test is something that should be done when a child is born, okay? So the rumor is that this child in question actually belongs to Judy's first husband. So if you guys didn't know, Judy was formerly married to someone and she had 2 children with that person. A lot of people said, the child looks like her first husband, while other people said the child looks like YUL EDOCHIE. Some even went on to say that the child looks like Pete Edochie, which is YUL EDOCHIE's father. What they don't know is that looks alone is not enough to say that, okay, this person is this person's father. On that show, Paternity Court, I've seen a lot of cases where, a child is brought before the court and they are comparing pictures of when the alleged father was young to the child's picture, and they say, oh, they look alike, he has my nose, he has my eyes, or she has my nose, she has my eyes, she has my smile. But when the DNA test result is read, there is no match at all. And the find out that the man is not the father of the child, I can even remember, the voice of the judge saying, "You are not the father." And many cases, these men break down in court because for so long they've been made to believe that this child is their child. They've invested so much financially, emotionally, physically, every way possible just to bring up that child, and then they are given a slap on the face that the child is not theirs. I've also seen cases where the man is arguing that the child is not his. Many times he'll say, "Look at that child, the child looks nothing like me. Our faces don't match. He doesn't have my eye, she doesn't have my eye, she doesn't have my smile." And when they read the DNA test result, the judge will say, "You are the father." Most times there is a mixed reaction. The woman is very happy that at least she has been able to prove that this man is the father of her child. And sometimes the man is happy as well, sometimes he's not, especially when he wasn't involved in the child's life. So yes, I agree that DNA test should be done when a child is born. Guys, I understand that some people, are happy that this kind of thing is happening to you because they claim, oh, he broke his marriage because of this lady, he scattered his family because of this lady. I mean, this guy came and announced to the entire public that this boy was his child. Guys, there are also rumors that they went on to have a second child, a daughter, after the first child. And my question is, why didn't he see the need to run a DNA test before now? In my opinion, if you're going to go ahead and ruin your home because of another woman, then you should do your due diligence. You should have first of all gone on to find out if the child was really his own before he came out to make that public announcement. If these rumors turn out to be true, then Judy Austin is totally wrong. There is no reason good enough for a woman to pin a child on a man as the father of her child when that man is not the father of her child. I strongly believe that if a woman has been with two different men, let me say, on Monday she was with Mr. A, and on Tuesday she was with Mr. B, and then she went on to find that she was pregnant, it is expected of her to let them know that, there's a high chance that this child might not be your own. Let us not lie, we hear these cases every day. Each of us have heard at least one story of where a man trains a child, or in some cases children, they grow up and then he finds out that the children are not his. So I think some time ago I heard a story of a man that wanted to relocate outside the country with his wife and his family, I think 4 children. And I heard that one of the tests that must be done if you are relocating with children, especially if they are minors, is DNA test. And that was how the man found out that 3 children out of these 4 children were not his own. The 3 children were boys. And just the girl that turned out to be his own. The only thing that comes to my mind is, how wicked can this woman be? There's a popular saying that a woman knows who the real father of her child is. So let's assume it is true. Does that mean that these women intentionally pin these children on these men? It is pure wickedness to make this spend on these children financially, emotionally, physically. They invest all their time, energy, resources into bringing up these children, and then they are being slapped on the face and told that the children are not theirs. Guys, in the comment section, let me know what you think about this thing. My opinion is that Judy Austin is totally wrong. If it is true, because neither Judy or YUL, has come out to either debunk or confirm this story, but if it is true, then it is completely wrong and unacceptable, okay? In fact, it should be a criminal offense. Then on the other hand, I want to ask you guys, do you guys think that, YUL deserves it? Let's assume it is true. Do you think he deserves it? Knowing the fact that of recent he lost his son from his first wife, May. It's really a sad thing. And now people are also speculating. Yes, so people are also speculating that the reason Judy Austin went on to have a second child for him was because she was trying to tie him down, this time for real. Since she knew that the first child was not his own, the only way to make sure that she could stay in that marriage was to have a second child for him. And if it is true, then it is completely wrong. Okay, I know some people will come out and argue that men deserve it too. That yes, it is good for a woman to deceive them with children that are not theirs. After all, men do it all the time. They go on to have children outside and then their wives are not aware. But the truth of the matter is that yes, they go on to have children outside their marriages without their wife's knowledge, but they are not imposing these children on their wives. They are not doing that. So please, nothing or no reason should justify this wickedness or this injustice. It is wrong on every level, okay? So guys, in the comment section, let me know what you think. And also, I want to ask you, how will you feel if your husband demands a DNA test from you? Like, if he tells you he wants to test your child or children to know if they are truly his, how will you feel? Will you feel bad? Will you be angry? Or are you going to be okay with it? Are you going to say you don't mind at all? Guys, honestly speaking, I think DNA test should be welcomed with open arms, and I think it should be done on every child, okay? Because it is going to curb the high rate of paternity fraud, okay? It's going to reduce it drastically, and it's also going to expose women that are guilty of it. Yes, it is going to expose women who have gone on to deceive men with children that are not theirs. In addition to that, it will expose the cases of children that have been, switched at birth. It is a thing. I think I've seen a movie like that, switched at birth, of how, in the hospital, the children are being switched. In fact, there was a case that trended here in Nigeria where a man said he did DNA test on his child and he found that the child was not his, but the wife insisted that, he was the father of the child. She didn't cheat on him. She didn't step out of their marriage. And then they went on to do another DNA test. This time, they tested the mother to check if she was the mother of the child. And they found out that, the woman wasn't the mother of the child. That was how they found out that their child had been switched at birth and that they went home with somebody else's child. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it interesting, please indicate in the comment section, okay? If you've watched to this point and you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, join my growing family. Also give this video a huge thumbs up as well, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that every time I post a new video, you're going to be one of the first to be notified. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you